I'd like to call to order the Monday, August 20th meeting of the Monona City Council. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Alder Groupie?
Here.
Alder Spate?
Here.
Alder Wood?
Here.
Alder Kitzler?
Here.
Alder Coor?
Here.
Mayor O'Connor?
Here.
Alder Moore is excused.
Okay, please write. Pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Is there a motion to approve the minutes of the August 6th meeting?
So moved.
I'll second.
Any corrections or additions?
I have one correction.
Alder Groupie?
On page 3, the second paragraph, I think the second sentence is supposed to say, for example, a young woman would not know versus would now know.
All right.
Okay,
Yeah.
awesome.
That was the only thing I caught.
Okay.
Anything else? Okay, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Minutes are approved. There are no appearances. Looks like we're here by our lonesome. No public hearing. Is there a motion to approve the consent agenda?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
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 Opposed? Consent agenda is approved. Item G1, unfinished business, there is none. Item G2, new business. 2A, consideration of resolution 18-8-2287, providing for the sale of $3 million in taxable general obligation refunding bonds, Series 2018B, put forth by the Finance Director, Interim City Administrator. This is something that we'd like to have approved, taken out of order for immediate action.
Move to take this item out of order.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye. Move to approve.
I'll second.
Okay. Mark?
Yes, the reason why we wanted it starred is because this authorized our financial advisor, Jeff Belangi, to start negotiating with bondholders. So this needs the authorization for him to do that. So basically what we're doing here, we want to refund 2 loans out there, 2 taxable loans. Both of them are for $1.5 million. One on page, I think it's page 13, is for Tresta. Tresta is considered is in TIF 8. So currently, right now, this loan would not be doesn't need to be refinanced until 2020. We are not paying any principal on this, so what this would do is refinance this and start making principal payments on this. The reason why we're able to do this now is TIF 8 is basically collecting increment about almost $450,000 per year, so now we have enough funds in there to start making long-term debt payments on here. The second one of the 1.5 is related to Chase Bank, and we purchased Chase Bank in 2015 on a basically a interest-only loan because we were not receiving any increment in that. So this will let us refinance this and put it in, and it's due October 1st. We'll be able to refinance this loan and put it together with Tresta because they both are now paid through TIF 8 and start making long-term debt payments on here and start paying principal down.
Any questions? No, hearing none. All in favor, say aye.
This would be a roll call.
I'm
Mayor?
sorry. I was going to remember that.
That's okay.
Clerk, please call the roll.
Alder Coor?
Aye.
Alder Groupie?
Aye.
Alder Spate?
Aye.
Alder Wood?
Aye.
Alder Kitzler?
Aye.
Motion passes. Item G2B, consideration of resolution 18-8-2288, providing for the sale of $3,300,000 in taxable note anticipation notes, Series 2018C, put forth by the Finance Director, Interim City Administrator. Is there a motion to take this out of order?
I'll move.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes.
Move approval.
I'll second.
Mark?
Yes, this again start for action because we need Jeff Belangi to start negotiating with the bondholders here. So this is related to 2 notes that we have with Monona State Bank that are coming due October 1st. These both are related to purchases in TIF 9, the Riverfront project. One is for $1.2 million for purchase of EDS, and basically $1.8 million related to inland. So they're basically a total of $3 million we need to refinance there. But since this is TIF 9, and TIF 9 is currently underway, and we do not have any increment coming in, to able to pay for the interest cost on this, we need to take, it's going to be a short-term band. Basically, we'll take it out 4 years, 4 to 5 years, and just pay interest only until we're able to generate enough increment to start making long-term debt payments on it and pay on the principal. So we're adding another $300,000 in there, basically for the capitalized interest cost. So that makes it basically $3.3 million that we'll need to refinance this loan.
Any questions?
I do.
Doug?
What kind of loans are they that we're refinancing?
They basically are called taxable TIF increment project revenue bonds. These do not hit the actually debt service limit too. They're exempt from that because they are considered revenue bonds, and they're not affect the. They currently do not affect the debt limit, and they once we refinance again, these will not affect that limit either.
Okay, at least one of them was pretty short term. So the one that's
2016 refinance one.
okay, and then at some point, TIF 9 is going to be generating revenues, and we'll use that. We'll refinance these again at that point.
Yeah, so basically, kind of, if you look at the TIF, the trace debt schedule, which is, I don't know what page that's on. If you go to page, like, so it'd be kind of like page, I think it's page 13. So we'll go out for maybe 4 or 5 years. I'm not for sure. Jeff's we'll start negotiating that. We'll basically pay interest only. If we start making enough increment, we're able to refinance that early because there's no penalty. We'll refinance it as soon as we can, start making principal payments. I would assume, given where the projects are today, I assume that's probably 2 years away. Just the timing of when that value hits and when we're able to start generating increments. So I assume probably be a 4 or 5 year loan to start, but we'll probably refinance it within 2 to 3 years. That's at least the goal.
Okay.
Anything else? All in favor, say no. Joan, would you please call the roll?
Alder Kitzler,
Aye.
Alder Coeur,
Aye.
Alder Groupie,
Aye.
Alder Spate,
Aye.
Alder Wood,
Aye.
Motion passes. Item G2C, consideration of Resolution 18-8-2289, authorizing retaining general engineering company to provide interim planning services in accordance with the current agreement put forth by the finance director, interim city administrator. Is there a motion to take this out of order?
Move to take this item out of order.
I'll second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes.
Move to-
approve.
Second.
Okay, Mark?
And again, the reason why we're asking to take it out of order and start tonight is Sonny is gone, so we need somebody to kind of hit the ground running here, so there's no delay with these planning services. So we're recommending going with general engineering company. I forgot to mention this at finance. We had to sit down with GEC. We sat, and actually first we went back to the prior planner, Paul Kockemeyer, to see if he wanted to do it. He sat down, he turned us down, so the next option we thought was a good option was General Engineering Company, GEC. And we had Sonny come in. Sonny sat down with him, myself, Leah. We sat down and went through everything with them and kind of interviewed them. We thought they would be best for this. And they currently are our building inspector. So with building inspections, in planning, there's a lot of zoning issues, and they can work hand in hand with each other. The current person who will be taking the role of this, he is on various zoning committees and other planning commissions, so he's well versed in all these issues. So Sonny thought it was highly recommended to go with these with GEC. What the current plan is, that at the max is 20 hours per week. They would be in charge of doing the planning commission, doing all the packets related to that. We will have an intern, and they will do kind of some of the day-to-day stuff that's kind of signing permits. The intern will take over the Landmarks Commission, So GEC will just focus mainly on the planning commission meetings and the kind of higher level stuff that comes with planning. The rates are going to be 90 to 115. The main person is going to be $115 per hour. There will be somebody, if they need it, at the lower rates. It is part of our current contract with the building inspector. There is an additional service line, is what we went through and used. So there's additional service between 90 and 115, and they agreed to that amounts. We believe that they're going to do a good job. The plan is to hire the city administrator first. If that person doesn't have the background as a planner, the goal is then to
Is it economic development?
in economics. Then the plan is to hire somebody else. So this person will be here until at least we know what's going on with the city administrator position. We believe it's a good fit. They'll be here Monday and Wednesday. If they find that there's not enough work for the 20 hours of Monday and Wednesday on their full days, we'll cut them back as needed. So they are well aware of their time with us and what we're expecting from them.
Any questions? Hearing none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. Item H, reports of committees, commissions, boards, et cetera. Alder Coor.
I just wanted to say thank you to the folks in public safety, both the fire and police department and the other community members for the National Night Out last week. It was a great time. I froze to death in the donkey tank, but brought my girls and they had a wonderful time. So I just wanted to say thank you. I know that's outside the normal stuff that they do every day, so it's appreciated.
Good.
Great.
Alder Kitzler.
No report?
Alder Wood.
Just a note, that was also the night out was also the last summer concert of the year, sponsored by the Friends of the Senior Center. It was a very successful concert, and I also made it over to the National Night Out, and on my second throw dunked the police chief, so it made it an even more successful night. The Ped Bike Committee is having a special meeting August 29th with joint meeting with Public Safety and Public Works. So pretty much most of us, I think, will be there for that. We need to make sure, Joan or Mark, I guess, that we get the notice, we have, includes all the committees and probably the notice of quorum for the council and all that kind of stuff. And then a license review issue has come up that might require a special meeting.
It does,
I think.
apparently.
Does require a special meeting of the council, which probably won't take but 5 minutes. And it was thought that we might do it that night, just meet 15 minutes early, like at 6:15 instead of 6:30, and take care of that while everybody's there, or a quorum of the council. So.
Alder Spade.
No report.
Alder Groupie.
Second to Alder Coor and Alder Wood's comments about the concert and National Night Out. Thanks to everybody who participated and came. It's a great time.
Great. City Clerk.
Writing quickly. The turnout at the partisan primary was a record-breaking 48.55%. The next highest previous to that at a partisan primary was 34%, so that was pretty amazing. So it was a really good turnout. Data entry is pretty much done. Thank you to Aline, the deputy clerk. She's just a whiz. And I also thank Matt from Public Works for putting out voter parking only signs because of the multiple items, events scheduled for the same night. But I had no complaints about parking from voters, so I'm really happy to report that too, that we were able to coordinate everything. Next year, in 2 years, when there's another August election, we will be coordinating between departments a little better for the timing of these things. So, but it worked out great.
Mr. Hotaker.
Yes, just one little thing. For transit, you'll be seeing some signs that are going to be going up in the right-of-way here for city for a free ride week, which will be September 10th through the 14th. So there'll be signs probably going out tomorrow. That's all I have.
I spent a couple days at the end of last week at a league conference, and while I was there, they announced the unveiling of their new dark store. You know, they've got this big campaign that they're going to be working on this fall. And as part of that, they have a website called darkstoreloopholes.org that you should all check out. It's got all the information they currently have about the dark store, and they've also paid for 2 different video productions, one of which is a kind of a whiteboard explanation of just what this issue is about, which I'm going to ask Leah to put on the city website. The other is an ad that probably will be run in some areas of the state and not others, but it's pretty entertaining if you want to look at it. So definitely check that out. We have posted the administrator job, and applications are due September 30th for that. And as Alder Wood mentioned, we, assuming we'll have enough people for a quorum on the 29th, we would like to have this special council meeting at 6:15. So is everybody, Alder Groupie, were you going to be gone?
I'm sorry, say again the date.
The 29th.
Next week.
Yes,
Yes,
next-
I will be gone.
You'll be gone,
for that.
okay, but will the rest of us be?
I'll be gone.
Oh, you'll be gone too, so we may not have a quorum. Would you be able to call in?
Let me check when I fly out. My flight leaves at 4. No, I'll be on a plane.
Alder Groupie, would you be able to call in?
I think I could if you needed. It's just for
Just
the
for like
short.
5
yeah.
minutes, yeah. It's
Surely
just to
will.
approve
Yeah.
this. I guess
Temporary license.
it's a temporary license
Yes.
for a marathon that weekend. We just got the paperwork. Otherwise, it would have been on tonight's agenda. So, yeah, if you could call in
I
and
will.
provide Joan and Mark with a number, that'd be great. Otherwise, that's everything I've got. We don't have any appointments tonight, so this will make up for our last meeting that ran so late.
Move to adjourn.
Second.
A second, all in favor, say aye.
I.
Aye.
We are adjourned.